To teach you about sentences, and in this class you have to learn about simple, compound and complex sentences. Let's start with sentence. As you know that sentence is the largest and independent unit of grammar. Largest and independent unit of grammar. Every sentence begins with a capital letter and ends with a period. Period means full stop, question mark or note of interrogation, or exclamation point or note of exclamation or exclamation mark. You are all aware that we have two types of sentences that end in a period, that end with a period, that have a full stop at the end. They are statements or assertive sentences and imperative sentences. Both end with a period or full stop. Question mark is used in case of questions or interrogative sentences, whereas exclamation point or exclamation mark is used in case of exclamatory sentences and optative sentences. Now a sentence, every sentence has two main parts. The first part is the subject, which is a noun phrase. Subject is the noun phrase and it is the topic of the sentence. We talk about the subject in the sentence, so it forms the topic of the sentence. And the other part is called the predicate. Predicate is a verb phrase. It usually begins with a verb or action word. It shows the action, event or state related to the subject. I will give you an example. The teacher hit the boy. This sentence has two parts. The teacher, it is the subject or noun phrase, and hit the boy, it is predicate or verb part, verb phrase. This is noun phrase and this is verb phrase because it starts with the verb hit. Now, according to the number of clauses, a sentence can be of three types, which is our topic today. Now, what is a clause? A clause is a group of words which consists of a subject and a finite form of a verb. Finite form means verbs having past tense and the present tense. Here this is the past tense. Past tense. Hit. Is the past tense of the word of the verb hit. So it is finite verb. And other verbs which are not finite, they are called non-finite. They include ing form or the present participle. Also past participle or the third form, and to plus infinitive, first form of verb. They are all non-finite. But in case of clause, there must be a finite verb and a subject, a finite form of verb. It must be in the first form or the second form. Now, we have, according to the number of clauses, we have three types of sentences. Number one is simple sentence. A simple sentence is one that has only one finite verb or only one clause. Now, important point you have to note is that number of finite verbs is the number of clauses. A sentence having one finite verb has only one clause, and those having two finite verbs have two clauses, or more than two. And it means the number of clauses depends upon the number of finite verbs. Now, in a simple sentence, we have only finite verb or only one clause. Example is, the boy ran away from the school. Here we have only one finite verb, ran, and we have also away, ran away. This is the finite form of verb. Only one finite verb, so it is only one clause. And this type of sentence is known as simple sentence. Another example is, running away from the school was his worst mistake. Now here we have two verbs, running away, this is one, and was is another. Now running is the present participle form or ing form. Present participle, as I told you earlier, is the non-finite form. The second verb is was, is the second form of past form of be. Be was, second form. So past form, this is finite verb and this is non-finite. Because there is only one finite verb, so there is only one clause. And this is the example of simple sentence. Second type of sentences we're going to talk about are known as compound sentences. A compound sentence is made of two or more principal or main or independent clauses. Now, principal clause or main clause or independent clause is a clause that stands as a sentence on its own. A sentence, a clause that gives a complete sense, is called a principal clause or main clause or independent clause. For example, when I have an example, the moon was bright and we could see our way. The moon was bright. There is was. The moon was bright. This is one clause. And is the conjunction. We could see our own way. If we split this sentence in two parts, we get the moon was bright. It gives a complete sense. So it is a principal clause or main clause. Another part, we could see our own way. We could see our way. This also gives a complete sentence. So it is also a main clause or independent clause. And this sentence has now two clauses. And both are main clauses or independent clauses. So this is an example of a compound sentence. Another example, the children were happy, but is conjunction. The mother was sad. The children were happy, but the mother was sad. So there are two independent clauses or two main clauses. So this is also an example of compound sentence. Now we use various conjunctions or connecting words or linking words or linkers in compound sentences. Some of them are and, as well as, but, or, nor, either, neither, either or, neither nor, and so, and therefore, yet, still, not only, but also. These are the main conjunctions that are used in compound sentences. The third type of sentences is complex sentences. A complex sentence is made of one main clause, and one or more subordinate clauses or dependent clauses. Now, subordinate clauses or dependent clauses are so a subordinate clause or a dependent clause is a clause that cannot stand on its own as a sentence. That does not give the complete sentence. A clause that does not give the complete sentence, which requires a main clause for completing the sentence, for giving the complete sentence. If you search his pockets, you will find the watch. Now there are two parts. If you search his pockets, this part, if you search his pockets, it does not give complete sense. It needs something more. And the second part, you will find the watch. Now this clause, you will find the watch, it exists on its own as a sentence. So it is the main clause. It is the main clause. Whereas this one is the subordinate clause. So this sentence has one main clause and one subordinate clause. And such a type of sentence is known as a complex sentence. Another example, although he was poor, he was happy. He was happy is the main clause, whereas although he was poor is the subordinate clause. Again, this sentence has one subordinate clause and one main clause. So this is another example of complex sentence. Now, just as we read that there are certain conjunctions that are used in compound sentences, in the same way, there are many conjunctions which are used in complex sentences. When we remember these conjunctions, we can easily transform one type of sentence into another form. Now conjunctions that are used in complex sentences, they are if, like here, if, unless, who, whom, which, whose, when, while, that, where, why, till, until, before, after, as, because, for, since, so, lest, though, although, whether, how, whatever, whenever, nevertheless. These are the conjunctions that are used in complex sentences. I hope you now understood what is simple sentence, what is compound sentence, and what is complex sentence. In the next part, I will teach you how to transform these types of sentences from one form to another form. Thank you.